You probably don't think about it much, but that phone in your hand? It's the result of a massive global ballet. Thousands of parts from hundreds of suppliers all have to come together just right. If one step is wrong, the whole dance just falls apart. That's the beautiful chaos of the electronic supply chain. So how is one company trying to bring some serious order to it all?
I mean, if you've ever worked on a hardware project, you've been here, right? You're trying to find the right components, you're juggling dozens of suppliers, dealing with shipping. It is so easy to feel like you're completely lost in a maze with no map.
And really, that's the best way to think about it. It's this massive, complicated puzzle. You've got sourcing from all over the planet, super complex assembly processes, and logistics that need to be timed to perfection. If just one of those 1,000 pieces is missing, or it doesn't fit, your entire project can grind to a halt. Okay, but what if you didn't have to solve that puzzle all by yourself? What if there was one partner who could handle all the pieces for you? That's the whole idea behind a one-stop solution, and it's what we're going to dive into right now.
Just imagine that for a second. A single, reliable partner who gets the entire puzzle. Someone who not only has all the pieces you need, but knows exactly how they all fit together. Think of the time, the money, and man, the headaches you would save.
And this is where a company called Indus Technologies comes into the picture. Their entire promise, their whole mission, is to be that single destination. They want to turn that tangled web of suppliers and shippers into one simple, straightforward point of contact.
So, how do they actually pull this off? Well, their whole approach is built on what they call the 5 pillars. It's basically their roadmap for handling absolutely everything from start to finish. Let's break them down. Okay, so here they are: sourcing, management, support, quality, and finally, logistics. You can already see how they create this really logical flow, right? It covers everything from the very first step of finding the components all the way to the final delivery. Let's start at the beginning with sourcing.
Right. Everything kicks off with finding the right parts. Now, the key phrase here is optimized global network. This isn't just about finding any parts, it's about finding the best parts at the best price from anywhere in the world and doing it efficiently. That's a huge deal. Next up is management, and this is where they really get hands-on. We're talking about designing the actual printed circuit boards, the PCBs, that are the backbone of any electronic device. They also handle something called BOM kitting. Basically, that means creating a complete package of every single component you need for a project, all based on your bill of materials. It's about managing the whole shebang from design all the way to delivery. And this is a big one: support. The crucial thing to get here is that it's not just a one-time deal. They're offering their technical expertise before you even buy anything to make sure you get exactly what you need, and then after the sale to make sure it all works perfectly. It's a real partnership. Pillar number 4 is an absolute non-negotiable: quality. Look, in an industry where fake or counterfeit parts can be a massive project-killing problem, their commitment is simple: only completely new and original components. Period. This is literally the bedrock of trust for any electronics project. And the final pillar that ties it all together: logistics. Because, let's be honest, the best parts in the world are totally useless if they don't get to you on time. Their promise of full pan-India coverage means they can deliver anywhere across the country, creating this incredibly reliable network that makes everything else work. So when you put these 5 pillars together, what you get is way more than just a list of services. It becomes a real guarantee, a guarantee of reliability and trust that's been built up over a very long time. And they've been at this since 2008. I mean, just stop and think about how much technology has changed since then. To navigate more than a decade of constant evolution in the electronics world, well, that builds a level of expertise you just can't learn overnight. And this right here really shows their confidence. They don't just say their components are high quality, they back it up with a 1-year warranty on every single new and original part. That's a powerful statement of accountability. So let's just put it side by side. On the left, you've got the old way, the stressful juggling act with way too many vendors and constant logistical nightmares. And on the right, you have the Indus way, a streamlined process, one point of contact, and a guarantee of quality. I mean, the difference is pretty stark, isn't it? So this all brings the focus right back to you and your projects. After seeing this kind of streamlined approach, it really makes you wonder, is your own supply chain actually set up for success in today's world?
In the end, it really does all come down to this simple but incredibly powerful idea. It's about moving away from that fragmented, chaotic process towards a single, reliable destination for everything your project could possibly need. And that leaves us with one last question to really think about. Is your current supply chain an asset? Is it actively helping you succeed, making you faster and more efficient? Or is it just an obstacle you constantly have to fight and overcome? The answer to that could change everything about how you approach your next big project.